Hello there, Moon in Cancer, and welcome to my channel. I'm launching my new series today of monthly moon sign readings starting for the month of July 2022. Your moon sign represents a more personal, internal part of your psyche, where your sun sign reveals your identity, your conscious mind, external world. Your moon sign reveals the subconscious mind, your internal world, your deepest personal needs, emotions, your hidden and shadow aspects. My intent here is to make known, clarify, or validate what's happening in your inner world. You can use this information to better understand what's going on and then make better decisions for yourself and your life. If you don't know what your moon sign is, please be sure to check out the description box below for some website addresses to lead you to figure out what it is if this is not your moon sign. And lastly, I'd like to say thanks for stopping by and spending some time here. Please remember to click on that thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button before you leave. So let's get started. Spirit, tell me about Moon in Cancer for the month of July 2022. What's going to happen for Moon in Cancer in July, please, Spirit? All right, we have first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. First quarter moon in Leo, be humble. And last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Okay. Okay, July, I think is going to be a lot about all three of these people are sitting in kind of a meditative pose. So I think that July, the universe is kind of making you stop and take a minute and pause and look at the whole situation. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the details as well, as to what's going on, what's happening, why you feel the way you feel, and be humble about it. And I feel like the universe had to step in to kind of humble you a little bit. Something has happened that has made you feel less than above other people. Not less than, but maybe more on the same ground as regular Joe Schmo, whereas you held the higher ground, you had a righteousness about you. There's something about you do things better, or you have a better understanding, or there's something that made you feel like you're above, and something has happened and the universe has kind of smacked you back down a little bit, kind of like, if you know much about tarot, a tower moment. I feel like a tower moment has happened. So in July, it's making you stop and pause and look at things from a different perspective, and you're taking time to go within, to meditate. You've got the solar plexus chakra here and the heart chakra, so maybe work on those while you are meditating. If you don't know what those are, look them up. See if anything rings true for you. If there's anything that's like, oh, wow, that's actually interesting. Learn about it. Find some meditations for it. Whatever you need to do to take that time for yourself to look at everything. Part of that will be helping to clear your mind. Your mind is full of... The word that came to mind was your mind is full of garbage, of internal rhetoric, of internal programming, of things running through your head that made you think one thing that wasn't true. And this is why now that you have been humbled, because you told yourself, or in your head, all of these things, and now you're realizing, oh, that's not necessarily true. And that's a hard thing to deal with. So don't be judgmental of yourself. Don't be judgmental of others. If other people are judgmental of you, let that go. The point is to clear your mind and to really look at the situation. So let's find out the shadow aspect, or the thing that's hidden that is influencing everything, or your roadblock, or something that's hard for you to look at, see, comprehend, and deal with. Spirit, tell me about what's blocking Moon and Cancer, or what's the hidden, and what hidden part of them aren't they willing to look at? Black flower fragrance. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting with this card, the universe, yes, and in a type of tower moment, the universe did something that knocked you down a notch. So what you're going to be struggling with is feeling less than, feeling undeserving, feeling unworthy. You're going from super, super high and knowing that you're above people or better than other people, whether this is work or family, or even it could be a social group or friends. Now you're struggling with being less than. Whatever kind of judgment you have of yourself, whatever kind of judgment you've taken on by other people, you're going to be struggling with that, and it's going to feel like your heart is blackened, right? Or you are, and this actually, it's like a rose, right? And the little petals are falling off, like you're dying internally almost. So I feel like there's a little bit of emotional drama going on inside as well, and it's almost like the pendulum was this high, you thought of yourself, right? And then it swung completely the other way. So now you have to deal with the emotions and everything of feeling worthless. So clear your mind. This is not true. When you start feeling that sense of worthlessness, or what you think or feel or say isn't valid, or you aren't good enough, or you aren't deserving, assess the situation and look at it with a clear mind and be humble about it, okay? This was not meant to make you feel like a piece of garbage. This is meant to just bring you into more level with reality of what's really happening. How you are really affecting people, how you are seen by people, how your internal world engages with your external world, and the differences, how you see yourself before, how you see yourself now, and working with finding the middle ground, right? We talked about the pendulum. You were up here, it swung over here. We need to come to the middle. So by spending time assessing the situation, clear your mind, get rid of the internal judgment and internal critic, at least quiet that a little bit so you can go into more of your heart space, and feel what's really happening, or get a better sense of reality of who you are internally, really, not what you are trying to put out there and portray. I hope that makes sense to you. Let's find out some more. Spirit, tell me more about Moon in Cancer for July, please. What else does Moon in Cancer need to know for July? All right, this was the first one. 3 of Cups. Judgment. I was just talking about judgment, so that's fitting. 6 of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This process that you're going through is actually worth celebrating, because you're going to grow and become more in touch with who you are, what you want, and in touch with the people around you and people that you affect. So also involving some friends that are, whatever the situation is, and people who are outside of what the situation is, I think you need to talk with them, with friends. Learn what their point of view is for this, for whatever is you might learn some truth, like some friends that might be like, yeah, sometimes you think a little highly of yourself, or and it might hurt, but it is for the betterment of you, the betterment of not just even you, but the people you affect too. Getting more in touch with who you really are, your higher self, that kind of thing. But I think it'll also bring you closer to these friends. Hearing the truth, or hearing, and it could be that some people have tried to tell you some of these things before, but you weren't willing to listen, and now you'll be able to listen. You're humble enough now to hear what is really going on. And this judgment, like I said, you've swung the whole other way. You're judging yourself as this horrible, bad person now, or you're just unworthy. Is you need to clear your mind and not be and judge the situation accurately. Not that you're just the bad guy, and that you should. It's almost like, and I feel like in your mind you think you deserve some kind of punishment for what you did because you didn't realize, and the universe just finally had to step in and humble you, and that's okay. This is part of growth. There's nothing wrong with this. It's hard. It sometimes takes a while to get through. Sometimes it sucks to have to stop and take time to think about things when you've got other things that you need to take care of and do, right? But the judgment here is, this is for your betterment. This is for you to feel better, to do better, to be better. And while the lessons are heavy and difficult, clearing your mind, having an accurate judgment of the situation, having the friends that actually tell you the truth and are still supporting you and around you and loving you, changes your fortune. And it changes this black heart, or this black flower fragrance of this, your heart feeling like I said, the worthlessness, or the, not good enough type of thing. That will change. Your fortune is changing. So while you're in the middle of this, it feels yucky and you don't like it and you don't want to do it. It's going to turn things around for you. And I think after July, if this is about a job, you're going to be better at your position. You may even get promoted because your attitude now has changed, right? And your bosses or your coworkers have noticed that there's a change. You've actually listened and learned and grown. Or if this has to do with the relationship with the significant other, right? They're going to notice that your energy is changing, and so your relationship's going to change, right? So that's part of that fortune is changing. Your friendship, I think you're going to get closer. These friends, there's something about these three women. They don't have to be feminine friends. They could be. The gender. What I'm trying to say is the gender doesn't matter. There are three really close people that have your back and want to help you see accurately what's really going on, and to help you through the lessons that you're learning, and wants to be there for you as your fortune changes and to celebrate with you. Okay. All right, let's get one final message, please, Spirit, for Moon and Cancer for July. One final piece of advice, please, Spirit, for Moon and Cancer. Okay, there we go. Another person sitting, like in a meditative pose there under the moon. It says, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Exactly. That sums up what I'm trying to say here. You're taking that time out. You're assessing the situation, clearing your mind. You're humble. You're seeking truth, and then you act upon the truth, your humbleness. And you do it in a growing, positive way. Yes, you've learned lessons. Okay, yes, people's judgment on my behavior or my attitude or my actions, there was some truth in that. I accept that. I understand that that doesn't make me worthless, right? You found that middle ground. You're not completely worthless, but you're not above everybody, and you know, kind of, you're not on your high horse. So while this transition, this internal transition, might be a little difficult through the month of July, it's still, I think by the end you're going to see some changes internally and externally, and I think you're going to be happy with it. It's going to make you that much stronger. Yep, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. So you're going to act upon what you learn here. Okay, Moon and Cancer, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to check out your sun sign reading for the month of July, okay? May the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.